This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey, thanks.
We missed you, champ.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're still very burdened by the speakeasy passwords.
I don't think I want to be in this world anymore. That wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't great. It wasn't good.
It has nothing to do with the speakeasy password, but I am now drinking alcohol.
Oh!
It's Drambuie this time, not the absinthe.
Drambuie.
Drambuie. I bought whiskey glasses when I also bought the Pontarlier glasses. So. Yep. And the whiskey glasses also came with one of those little ice molds to make like perfectly spherical ice.
Yeah.
Well, not perfectly, obviously, but spherical ice to put in your whiskey glass that fits just right into the whiskey glass.
I've got some.
So I'm just enjoying that whole experience right now.
I've got some 10-year-old single malt scotch. Here.
Sounds nice.
Some Ardbeg. Sorry, Ardbeg.
Nice.
I'm gonna.
Is Whiskey Matt going to participate?
Well, I might have a couple sips. We'll see what happens. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see what happens.
It's a mailbag episode, so.
Holy shit! Is it really?
Yeah, it's episode 16.
Holy sugar beets! I am ill prepared.
Uh-oh.
Sugar Beats was my high school DJ name.
That's a good one, actually.
So Matt and I are now consuming alcohol while we prepare for this episode.
Tastes like a bog and fire. I love a good scotch. All right.
This is also technically Scotch whiskey, but also has honey, herbs, and spices.
Yeah. Mine was just pulled from the swamp and just thrown at me.
Strained right through the gym sock.
That's okay. Mailbag. What you gonna do? It's a mailbag.
I saw a question on the Discord earlier. There it is.
Matt's not going to have noticed it because I'm the only one who regularly accesses YouTube Studio. But our new friend Hip Labe has been going through and watching some Quest for Glory. And there is some straight up harmonica slander on Quest for Glory 3, episode 14.
Oh, really?
He says, and I quote, "The harmonica is the worst thing to happen to the show." Unhappy face.
Oh, that is the hottest take. Oh my god!
Just for that, I'm not going to read Hip Laba's questions for glory.
Oh.
Eat that. I could do that all day. We get.
I will read Hip Lob's questions for glory. One that struck me was, what is the most glorious actions that the level 0 NPCs have made?
I feel like we might have answered that one before. Also, I'm apparently unable to call up my... Oh, I bet I know why.
I got some stuff up, man. It's good. It's good. I was ill prepared. Oh, fuck.
There it is. I had numlock on, so it didn't work. Or off, I guess.
First of all.
Mm-hmm.
The harmonic is fine. Right? Right, guys? You tell me if it wasn't fine, right?
I'm always delighted when the harmonica comes
I
out.
like the harmonica, but this is the kind of show we are, so, you know.
I think the harmonica is great even when Matt just clenches it in his teeth and breathes through it.
I love it. Brings me so much joy. I guess if it brings me that much joy, the universe must be in harmony and it must hurt someone. And I guess that must be Hiplob.
Someone must hate it as much as you love it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Is that true of all things?
Yeah. I think so, right?
I can't think of anything that is universally beloved. There's people who hate chocolate. You know, I go to the park often to feed the birds. There are people who truly despise birds. Yeah.
There are people
I think it is universally true.
There are people who just even generally hate free stuff. You know? You know. There's all kinds of ways to be damaged in this world. And
hating the harmonica is but one of them.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. I won't go out of my way to listen to harmonica music, but I happen to have one. So that's all that I need. I should learn how to play it. I should be like I should
There's one particular song
learn
that you
how
play
to play
very
the harmonica well.
Yeah, I should John Popper it, you know? Little blues traveler. Just that is not good. It's not good.
It's so jaunty every
that
time.
Isn't just that that little arpeggio you do.
Also, it's not the worst thing that's happened to this show.
No.
Ooh,
No.
That's an interesting question. What is?
Well, yeah, we're going to have to wait for someone to ask us that.
That's true.
Wait, what is the worst thing to happen to this show?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
I have to think about it. I got a couple.
It's hard. It's hard to answer for the exact reason, though, because for everything there is to hate, there's someone who loves that shit, and for everything there is to love, there's someone else who hates it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, did Spivey leave a question? Because I want to do the Spivey dance. No, she didn't. Fucking fine.
I'm sorry.
No Spivey dance.
Fucking fine.
I don't think we've answered Hiplop's question.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the most glorious
What is the
action
most
that
glorious
the NPCs
action?
have made?
Adding the harmonica to the show. It's the most glorious thing I've ever done. There you go.
In life, top to bottom.
In life.
An artist who's won actual awards, you know, contributed to several video game titles being shipped, started a company, raised a family.
Harmonica.
Harmonica, easily. Top slot, top billing, every time. No hesitation.
I saved my daughter's life once. That was pretty glorious.
Oh.
Yeah. She was choking on a pea when she was a
God.
baby. And everybody was panicking. And I just calmly took her and slapped that pea out of her back. Swept her mouth.
Slapped the piss right out of her.
She's turning purple, turning blue.
Oh my God.
Bam. Out.
That's amazing. That is genuinely
Breathing.
amazing. Yeah.
I don't know what the most glorious thing I've done overall is, so I'll choose a category. The most glorious act of bullying that I've done is
This is good.
I guess this certainly top two acts of bullying is I was teaching for a while and I declined to learn my students' names. And instead, I wrote down names from the cast of the cartoon Speed Racer, and I assigned them. I wrote them on sticky notes, and I put them on their laptops as I was distributing them. And I said, these are your humiliating nicknames, which you are to learn to respond to. And I was telling this to the intern at Maelstrom Makers while helping out at Halcon. And as I'm telling this story, their eyes go wide and they asked, "Is that where Trixie got his name?" Because there was 2 female students and only 1 female character. And so I just gave the name Trixie to the most annoying student. And people still call them Trixie to this day, who have never met me and will never meet me and have no reason to suspect that Trixie is anything other than their given Christian name.
Incredible.
It's amazing.
Definitely glorious.
It's glorious.
Mm-hmm.
There is glory in that. There's glory in that.
So much glory.
I had heard that people still called them Trixie. It's just I didn't expect for just to meet someone in the wild who organically knew them by that name. That was pretty
so
special.
weird. So weird. So lovely. You love it. You know, like it's one of those
Not just
things.
to meet someone, to be manning a booth with someone.
Yeah.
Like Matt and Skylar had gone downstairs to do a lap, and Kaylee and I are just sitting there manning the booth, and we both know Trixie.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
The odds of that are, it's quite uncanny.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty glorious.
Having somebody in common is not that unusual, but being the source of a humiliating nickname that somebody was incapable of shaking, that then somebody else knew by that nickname, that's the uncommon bit right there, and that's where the glory comes from.
It's so weird, right? Like, yeah, and not like a casual acquaintance. Like, I think they're like going to be roommates.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. That's the other part of it. Trixie is like moving in with. Yeah. Anyway, it's just it's a wild convergence. Like, you don't expect to alter the course of someone's life that steeply just by being mean to them one time.
yeah, it's wild.
I raise my glass to you, Alex.
All right,
Yeah.
that's got me and Alex.
Yeah, I got a glory story. It actually happened just this past Wednesday. At soccer.
Glory stories.
Yeah, glory stories. I was so I play pickup soccer in the afternoons and play in a dome, so it's kind of indoor. And we have I think we had 7 people aside, and then every 5 minutes we swap out the goalie. And I was taking my shift as goalie. It was the last kind of shift of the afternoon, and I saved the ball heroically and gloriously with my face. And it was a very hard shot, and to the point of blood gushing out of both nostrils for a bit of time. And what was great about it though is because I still wear a mask when I do sports and everything, indoor, outdoor, I still wear it. And the last kind of mask I had, which was my flow mask, which I still really like because it's comfortable and really good to wear on long airplane trips and things. That one is the one I used to wear to soccer, but I got hit in the face not nearly as hard as this time. Twice with that mask last winter, and it cut my nose because it's got a soft silicone gasket, but it still has a rigid frame, and I think the force transferred to the nose. I bought myself a soft kind of mask, which is called Happy Masks, and they have really good filtration, and you can wash them and stuff. They're really neat. And I bought this especially to see if I get hit in the face with this, is it going to cut my face up? And I got hit way harder in the face this time, and it didn't cut my face at all. And I was so happy because that's exactly what I bought it for.
You protected yourself well.
Yes. Yeah, not from the ball though. Yeah, everyone the guys are like, "Oh, hey, you saved the ball," and I'm like, "I didn't want to." But anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
Just a little dose of accidental glory.
Yeah. I did. Well, we were winning anyway. It didn't really matter. And it's pickup soccer, and no one's keeping score. But anyway, yeah, shutout.
Also,
people pay embarrassing amounts of money to people to catch balls with their face in soccer. So I mean,
that's true.
Yeah. What's the sketch of the guy who keeps stopping the ball with his face? Scott Sterling. Is that the
something like that?
Yeah, Scott Sterling,
greatest soccer goalie of all time.
Yeah.
Do you know the Scott Sterling sketch, Julia?
No.
You should watch that later. It's you inadvertently pulled a Scott Sterling.
I don't know for sure if that is the name, but yeah, we'll find it for you.
Oh my goodness!
We'll send it to Discord before this episode airs, and people won't know why.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a very good sketch. the
it is, yeah.
excitement of the announcers every time he makes a save is really good.
Luke, you got a glory story?
I can't think of a single thing of value that I've contributed to this universe.
Wow. Whoa.
No.
It's a brutal thing to say to your co-hosts.
Wow. Well, we're just going to have to trust you on that one, Luke.
The games that Luke ran for D&D.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, all of Luke's participation in D&D is fucking incredible. Luke's character never does the thing that you think his character's going to do. It's always way better. And I don't know if I've ever seen him say no as a DM, but like...
I'm an enabler in Dungeons and Dragons.
But in a way where it's like playing Minecraft, where you make your own problems. No one tells you have to build a tower to the sky and accidentally create a lava tornado. And Luke is very good at not punishing you for doing something, but ensuring that you are humbled by your own decisions. In a way that doesn't feel antagonistic. It just feels, yeah, of course that would happen when I did that thing.
Yeah.
So I would hold up a few of those games as glorious moments. And 1980-16, that game that we ran would have been nothing without Luke.
That's so fair. So fair. Agreed. Yeah. And that's of course outside of, career stuff. We did some cool stuff in our careers, and also this show,
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's all. So there you go. Does that answer your question? Fine.
I guess there's one event of some glory, but unfortunately I'm under NDA, so can't really talk about it right now.
Oh. It's so top secret. You're not even allowed
Sort
to
of.
talk about it.
Well, yeah, just, shouldn't.
All right. Well, maybe one day.
Oh, yeah. When I can, I will.
All right. Hiplub says, what is a 40? Is it a thing outside of North America? It's not even a thing outside of the United States. I don't think.
I don't know. It's a thing in, 40s are things here, are they not?
I don't know what that is.
It is it's a 40-ounce glass or
40
plastic
ounce glass or
bottle
of
usually malt liquor.
Alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. 40
Yeah, I was
ounces.
given to understand it was a quantity of alcohol.
Okay.
Sometimes it can be beer, can be malt liquor, can be but it's
Yeah, it's a 40 ounce, but it's a large bottle of
a lot of people
drink.
A lot of people
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if it's a thing in Canada. I mean, we've heard of it because we watch American TV, but
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be a 40 in Canada because we do milliliters here anyway.
yeah,
But
yeah. The closest we have is a 2-4, which is 24 beers. That's all.
Is it really? It's not, is it?
A
I don't know
2-4?
these things. Yeah, what is that? I mean, I've heard the term, but I don't really know it.
it's one of those cases of beers that have 24.
It's a case of
Cans, yeah.
24 bottles of
2-4?
beer. Yeah.
Oh, see, why would it? Okay, because I always thought it had to do with 2x4, like being 8 or something.
No.
right.
No,
Okay.
it's
Well, a 2x4 is a large plank of wood.
Yeah. That one I know, but I assumed the beer one was like a 2x4 pack of beer, 8 anyway, whatever.
no.
You were
it's,
thinking multiplicatively rather than the far less obvious thing of reciting the 2 digits.
Yeah.
It's a nickname for the most amount of beer you can buy in one case. So, that's what
Okay. Sure.
But that's the closest we have. It's the closest, and I think they have that in the U.S., but I don't know. It's very
I don't
Canadian.
know if they call it a 2-4, but
Yeah.
I feel
Anyway.
reciting numbers by their individual digits is a much more Canadian thing than
Oh yeah,
U.S.
they definitely came out with it. The guys who talk like this. Oh, I'm
Except
going
like
out to
5-0.
pick. I'm going to pick a 2-4 up, bud. I'm gonna bring it over. So get ready. We're gonna have an evening.
We're going to have a 2-4. We're going to get ourselves wasted.
Yeah, we're gonna get lit, bud. Right lit. Anyway,
Right lit.
I wonder if the origin of that phrase is someone was saying 24 and someone asked them to repeat themselves so many times because they didn't hear or misunderstood. It's like 24, 2-4.
I don't know.
Just say case. When you just say case, it's easy to say.
That's
You
yeah.
overestimate Canadian willingness to take the easy way. It's not the Mountie way.
Yep.
Well,
So yeah, there you go. There's both
That's
your
what
questions.
a 40 is.
Yeah, that's a 40, and yep, there you go. Do we have any more from the Discord?
I've got the YouTube questions up on my phone here, but
Okay, let's start with the last mailbag episode then, episode 12.
episode 12.
12op says that the best-selling Sierra games are the holiday cards, but
Sorry.
every time I get interrupted by that, my face goes like, but then by the end of it, I'm like, oh, I like those songs.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, 12op. Yeah, you guys, the best smelling Sierra games are the holiday cards. I don't know.
It's not really a game, though.
No, but even if it was, there's a lot of
It's
animals.
software. Well, yeah.
There's a lot of
In
animals
the
in there.
winter, like, and usually at a distance.
Yeah, they don't really smell like
But
nothing.
there was,
You know?
and there's like the Jesus manger and all that shit.
Also, angels. They don't smell great.
No? All right.
Trust.
Angels stink. Biblically accurate angels smell terrible. Everybody knows this. They got the 6 wings and all the faces and they smell like shit. That's a biblically accurate angel.
I think there's only one that has an angel. I think there's only one. And if not, the star definitely smells
There
bad.
were a bunch of angels in at least one.
The idea of an angel appearing before you in just a cloud of eye-watering stench.
It's just people just putting their wrist up under their nose while it's just like...
And the angel's like, don't be afraid. And they're like, God, I'm not afraid. You just smell so bad.
Be not afraid. This is my natural odor.
Oh, shit.
God, I'm not scared. It's just you smell so bad. I think I'm insane now.
Listen, we got to explain Hundo-P to Rand 234.
Oh, okay.
Can we have the Hundo-P?
No, that was the wrong thing.
Whoa, throwback.
Wrong thing again.
Whoa.
Hold on, I'll get there. There we go. I found it.
All right.
Board.
This is very confusing. I understand. So Rain only started watching on a random episode of the Colonel's Bequest, which we still don't know why people do that, but here we are.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure about that.
I mean, I think if you start in the mid, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
Welcome.
yeah. Hundo-P was... Yeah, welcome, by the way. Sorry. Didn't mean to make you feel bad about that. It's just, Where was I? Right. Hundo-P. Well, it started out with, just like 100%. It's good. It's a good way to, say, hey, thumbs up, or yeah, I agree, or I'm with you all the way.
It's one of somebody painstakingly removed one syllable from 100%.
Yeah. So I teach art now. I teach 3D art and animation. at a school, and one of my students bought one of those little koosh balls with eyes, and they were looking for a name, and I said Hundo-P earlier in the day, and they're like, "Can we call him Hundo-P?" I'm like, "Yes, let's do it." Anyway, Hundo-P he died, and he is now stretched out over a plastic skull in my classroom. There you go. Done. That's Hundo-P. But we actually have an actual question for Glory too.
Speaking of Hundo-P, we also got some Hundo-P slander from Hip Lava.
Wow.
From Quest for
Fucking
Glory
wow.
2, episode 36. He said, really getting old with the Hundo-P. I hope they don't continue with the bit for years to come with a vignette and everything.
Holy shit.
I think that one was a joke.
Yeah. I'm not laughing.
I'm silently chuckling.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
It's funny either way. Like, if it's not a joke, it's funny that you would write that because it did come true.
You know what I often wonder what channel Chris fucked off to. You said fuck off to another channel.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we had a guy giving us actual
Steve.
mouth. Oh, was it Steve? I don't know.
Something like Steve.
Couldn't matter less. Not a person.
No.
All right. So, also, if you had to put one of the speakeasy quotes into your dating profile, which one would it be?
Such a good question.
Like
Ooh.
one of the speakeasy quotes that we've had up
yeah.
to date.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
If I had to, this is one of those hypotheticals that's hard to entertain, because if I had to, I would delete my profile. But in this sort of genie curse scenario, I suppose I can't do that.
Drop down menu with just a bunch of speakeasy quotes, and please choose one of these to display prominently on your profile.
If there's truly no way for me to reject the scenario, and just delete the profile or just refuse to do it, God, I'd have to think about it. I might go through the entire backlog.
So I'm gonna
even the ones we haven't read.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go back to April, and I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna go through them real fast. Okay. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people just exist. Whew. Comparison is the thief of joy. There's so many thieves of joy. Some people go through the forest and see no firewood. That's fucking...
That is weird.
Don't judge the day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant.
That's great for dating profile.
I'm in agony. I'm in agony. The genie who put this curse on me can't stop me from killing myself. Right? Like, there's just no way this is going on my profile.
The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Oh.
I'm dissatisfied with that.
It's weird. It's subtractive information. It's like antimatter.
Buying a new bike won't make you pedal faster. Don't mistake a parrot for a prophet. Don't make a stop sign a red light.
I'm glad I'm drinking right now.
I think I'm bleeding internally. I taste pennies.
Forever is composed of nows. Remember that one?
It's shorter than I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah. Always look on the bright side of life.
Well, that's just a
thing.
Life of Brian quote.
That might be the least bad one so far.
Yeah. Yep. Every day might not be good, but there's something good in every day.
Also,
that's number 2 probably so far.
Yeah. Life is short.
It's almost something.
It's up to you to make it sweet.
That does sound like a dating app line, but I fucking hate it. Life is so goddamn long. Life is so long.
Believe you can, and you're halfway there.
I don't. Philosophically opposed to that one.
It's not great.
Life gets easier when you learn to accept the apology you never got.
No, I've got some philosophical differences with that one too.
Done is better than perfect because perfect never gets done.
I've sort of said that.
Don't trust.
A really unnecessarily long way to say perfect is the enemy of good.
Yeah. Don't trust everything you see. Salt and sugar look the same.
All right. There's been such worse ones in there that
We've
sure,
become
that's almost something.
inoculated against the inanity of them to a certain extent.
Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it.
No, fuck that. And whoever wrote it.
If you lose faith, you lose all.
Wow.
You need 3 things in life to succeed: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone.
We're getting close to recent.
Yep.
Only birds have wishbones. We've been over that.
Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced.
We're in the top half
wonder,
quality-wise, I guess.
You gotta wonder if, like, the employees of this speakeasy must get, like, irrationally angry and not realize why.
Yeah. If it's heavy, let it go. Well,
what?
I definitely couldn't use that on my dating profile. We will never have today again. YOLO.
Fuck that. That's just a statement that is true. That's not insightful.
Life is simple, but we insist on making it complicated.
Oh my god. I really hate that one so much.
Forever is composed of nows. They used that one twice.
Oh my god.
I thought it was a little early in the list before.
If you can't
Somebody
change your...
really liked that one.
Yeah. If you can't change your mind, how can you change anything else? Maybe that one. Maybe that one.
We had a discussion.
That's not so bad.
That's not
really.
so bad. Yeah.
If I heard that in another context, I might not be so deeply biologically furious.
I'm not reading the rest because we read them all. But that's it. Yeah, maybe that one. Yeah. Now I'm sad.
Great hypothetical question. That's such a brutal would you rather.
Yeah. Yeah.
That really took the wind out of our sails, though.
They range from inane to offensive, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. From inane to sort of philosophically insulting.
Inane to philosophically insulting. All right, Nat Almiral, here we go. Crimson question.
Crimson question. We don't have one for that. I'll play this one.
Great. Happy 9-anniversary, NPCs. Let's say you have all sorts of money and are all still alive.
I like where this is going.
What special events would you put on? Dramatic reenactments of great NPC moments? Trivia, where the losers take a drink? Whom would you choose for a host? Living or dead? God, if we had all the money in
Matt,
the world and we had to
living.
turn this into anything, I would choose a living host for sure.
Donald Trump, dead.
Whoa. So we have a ton of
Pick
money.
the host and whether they're living or dead, right?
Yeah.
What a great opportunity to kill someone. It's just a rotting corpse at the front of the room with like a microphone sitting in front of it.
It might be really, really funny to spend a shit ton of money on like a Netflix special. And like a real like NPC con type deal, right? And nobody knows who we are. Nobody. Just like the 50 people who love us now and like us, tolerate us. Sorry, now. And that's it.
Yeah, let's not reach too far here.
Love, like, tolerate. And we would turn it into something stupid, and we'd have little events. We'd bring back we'd bring back like Andrew and everybody. We'd have an audience that was paid to like clap, and everybody would be like, "Hey, you guys remember?" Nobody does. Nobody remembers Andrew except for like the 50 people. And we get we bring Ed Wynn back from the dead to host.
Oh, there you go.
See, that was my follow-up question, is the dead host, if we choose a dead host, do they come back to life?
I think that was the spirit of the law in this particular case.
If it has to be someone living, though.
I might not choose Donald Trump then to die and become the host, because does he then continue to be undead? Because I don't want to risk that.
Oh God, that would be the worst thing in the world.
If we bring back Ed Wynn and then zombie Ed Wynn just goes out throughout the world, I'm at peace with that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like if Ed Wynn walks the world as a sort of revenant as a consequence of us hosting this, that's okay.
pretty funny,
That's,
actually.
You know, yeah, that's pretty good. Like what a sort of a cosmic thing of like, wow, Ed Wynn, all right.
For a living host, I want Chris Walken. Like now, as confused and old as possible.
Okay. I feel like for me, I don't want to do any extra work. But if we had limitless money to do something with this show, I would put every episode of Level Zero NPCs, all 9 years of it, I would put it on every streaming service, and then we could have bumpers done by Christopher Walken. And someone is watching all the shows and is gonna write him something he just reads not knowing what he's saying.
People would be so angry if it was on every streaming service. They'd be so mad. They'd be like, what is the quality of this shit we're getting?
9 seasons. The first few seasons have hundreds of episodes. The later seasons have like less than 40. You know,
maybe our problem is exposure. You know, maybe the algorithm's been holding us back. You know, maybe all we need is a big break.
Like network television. How about that?
Yeah.
we just need to be on Amazon Prime. We need to be on Paramount Plus.
We're the only
Right
show
next to
on
Star Trek.
all streaming services.
Yeah, all of them.
Even
You can
Tubi
pay
for free.
to see it on you can pay to see it on Paramount Plus, or you can watch it on Tubi or Plex.
That's gold.
Or
And it was
YouTube.
already free on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just we're like, it is just also premium content. It is both.
It's free with your subscription.
And we're just talking about shit that happened years ago. Oh, that would be so good.
And it would always be on like the new show thing. Like it's always just gonna be prominently displayed on everybody's.
Oh, on the top carousel.
You know it's going to be good because I'm in many of those episodes and it sounds unendurable.
Yeah. That's what I want to do.
Oh, like the carousel that fucking auto plays on Netflix. So you you launch Netflix and all of a sudden it's just us playing fucking like Fallout 4.
New episode.
Yeah, do that like literally like every day of
new
the week, all
episodes
9 years.
available.
Oh my god. That's horrible.
It is
What a
horrible.
horrible thing to do to humanity. I'm in. Yeah. You know. I think, you know, we could have our own channel. Like we make our own like subscription channel like Dropout. And we just have different shows. And there'll be a Whiskey Matt show. It would be real bad for me to have a regular show where I have to be drunk all the time. Don't matter. I'll still do it. I'll do it. We
To
could
do our own subscription service would be an interesting approach.
Yeah, we could do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, Rooster Teeth, but without an audience.
We just hire every one of the NPCs to just have their own show, and you get to do whatever the fuck you want on it.
Yes,
Whatever
that's
you want.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. What would your show be, Julia?
I don't know. That's a very good question. I already do my own
Right?
show, kind of, with like Twitch. I just do art stuff, and I play like EGA adventure games, so I could just do that still.
You could play those games. You could because we have all the money in the world. You could just interview people who from the past who make games.
I have done some like modern game developers and stuff. I have had that on, so I'll just do whatever. Like my thing is, I don't want to do any extra work. So if it could just be what I'm already doing, and we just you can
whatever
just-
you're doing. Yeah.
like do whatever I usually do on Tuesdays. Just cross stream it. It's fine. Do it.
Yeah.
It's all good. You can.
What
edit
about
it,
you, Luke?
Cool stuff. Yeah,
And,
Luke.
of course, the main show would be us playing, right?
Whatever.
like
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, what would everybody's individual show be?
I have, on occasion, toyed with the idea of a side thing on the Level Zero NPCs channel where I watch fictional depictions of video game development and point out everything wrong with them. Kind of like, like Legal Eagle watching fucking crime dramas and stuff like that, but with video game development. Yeah, I watch, like, Mystic Quest and fucking Westworld and stuff like that, and just point out everything that's wrong with them, or like grade them for realism.
I think I would do 80s night with Whiskey Matt, where I watch
80s
'80s.
Night with Whiskey Matt.
I would watch 80s movies, and I'd have different guests on. You guys could be guests anytime you wanted, and we'd
join
watch.
you.
We'd watch 80s movies and put commentary on the whole time, and I'd be plastered by the end of the movie.
Just absolutely smashed.
Just smashed.
That would be a blast. I am torn whether I would want to do a ghost hunting show
Ooh, yes.
or like a nature show, like talking about birds or animals or
Oh,
something
fuck.
like
Okay,
that.
so you have your nature show, and then you and I will have our ghost hunting show.
Yeah.
Yes.
My dream ghost hunting show is called No Such Thing.
Where you investigate paranormal activity and just debunk it entirely.
On the basic premise that there is no such thing, but not necessarily in a hostile, militant sort of way. In like a way that is respectful to the locations and their history, and
Yeah.
the terrible events that happened there that people, and even to the experiences of people who believe in supernatural stuff. It's not a mean statement, but just
That's why you got to get me in there, because I want to triple down on the moon is a spaceship shit all over the place.
I want to
It could be
do
a good
Matt's
dynamic.
show, but it's Krull every time, and each episode the guest appearance is someone else that worked on Krull.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, yeah,
Though-
I really like that idea too. I think there's room for both, though. I think we could do an '80s night with Whiskey Matt and an eternal, an eternal watch party of Krull.
Oh man, now I want this to happen. Don't let your dreams be dreams, everybody. We're gonna make this
It's
happen.
entirely possible.
We're gonna start. We're gonna.
Some of them are harder than others.
After a decade, we're finally gonna start a Patreon so we can make this.
80s night with whiskey, Matt. We could certainly make work.
Oh, that's easy. That's cheap. Yeah. Beautiful. There you go. What a great question, Nat. Like, first prize, 10 points. I'm gonna come up with
quick heads up. My lights just flickered and it's storming out.
Okay.
Nice.
It would be weird if I lost power, but the lights did just flicker.
All right, we'll zoom through
Thanks for
this
the
as
heads
quickly
up.
as possible. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night. Lots of theories on the gazebo to Cassipo.
The all caps
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
What a fucking revelation.
What a
Like,
revelation.
That's what
really
that's
good.
what I was thinking at the time of the episode. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that nobody else was thinking that.
Yeah. Yeah. Adirondack chairs are uncomfortable and make Rayan seasick. Yeah. This doesn't benefit from closer inspection. This is a much kinder way of saying this means nothing to me. Yeah. Fun for Algernon noticed the side of the box finally, 13 episodes in.
I don't
No
remember
judgment.
if it was
No
in the first
judgment.
episode, but it might have been.
No judgment. No
Yeah.
judgment. Most people put us on as a podcast anyway. So
Yeah. Especially when we do episodes like these where, although there are things animating on screen, watching it is a waste of your time. I haven't touched the mouse in most of the episode. I've been mostly drinking and refilling my drink, so.
Yeah. I think there might be a hidden question in here.
A hidden question.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think we have hidden.
Yeah. Nat wrote under Rand's comment on episode 14. Panini Preguntas. Happy American Thanksgiving, NPCs. Aw, thanks.
Happy American Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
None of us are American, but we appreciate the wish behind it. We really
I
do.
lived in America for a while. I had Thanksgiving on American Thanksgiving for a few years there.
That's great, Luke.
I'm sorry, did I fill the room here just now? I'm just saying Nat was not entirely off base here.
No. It was really
That-
it's really
totally
nice.
fine.
That retort really hurt my soul, Matt.
Nothing
It
wrong
was
with
really
that.
really nice of Nat to wish us a happy American
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I think it's weird that it's this close to Christmas. I think you guys have your Thanksgiving too close to Christmas. It's fucked up. I mean,
You guys really
further
fucked it
south,
up.
you really
yeah,
fucked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their harvest comes late in the year.
Like Christmas means much less to you because of this holiday. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Not your fault. You guys, none of you out there did that.
I think you got to go one of two ways: either space it out more, or bunch it even further together into just sort of frenzied turkey orgy,
Yeah.
just like in 1 week.
Yeah. I just give yourself all of December
Thanksgiving
off.
is the first day of Christmas.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
Christmas giving.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's reasonable. What
Partridge
you-
in the pear tree comes together with the turkey.
Just a calorically heavy non-denominational winter holiday that's just kind of like it's the whole holiday season all at once.
Yeah.
You know, you eat 4 pies and a turkey and you call it a night.
Yeah. Is there a word for the discomfort one feels seeing anthropomorphic animals consuming others of the same or similar species? If you need context, around this time, a lot of folks in my social feed trough celebrate by posting pictures of Snoopy in Woodstock consuming a turkey. This disturbs me for a number of reasons, not the least of which being that Woodstock appears to be eating another bird. I guess this isn't technically cannibalism and is quite common for birds to eat birds, but still, it creeps me up like the dickens.
anthropomorphic animals eating animals of any kind is it's a thing. There's something disquieting about that. You're sort of mixing metaphors there.
Yeah.
The closer it is to cannibalism, the more uncomfortable it is, I think.
Yeah.
Also.
There's the classic Goofy versus Pluto thing, right? One's an anthropomorphic dog, one's a regular dog. So some animals are people, but not all animals are people. I had similar questions about the Jaguar Tor thing.
Yep.
Whose name I can never... The Cheetor. That
is not a cheetah, but is in fact a panther.
Like, one of the biggest differences between a Cheetor and a Lion Tor is just sentience.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even that one is anthropomorphized and the other isn't. And one is sentient, a sentient creature, the other is an animal.
And the leopardmen, the leopardmen, were sort of in between. It was weird, man.
Well, the leopard men had a fully human form and then like a 3/4 human form, I guess. Sort of, actors in Cats, the Broadway musical kind of look to them, but like also digitigrade.
Yeah.
Like, recent studies about great apes make a strong case for personhood. It is a thing that there are activists fighting for, the idea that we're studying these creatures as though they are animals, but they have this level of intelligence that is sort of, it makes it inappropriate the way that we conduct that study. And that is, it's kind of the same thing. We have this, there's us, the sort of, the only great ape that leaves bags of astronaut shit on the moon. And these other species of great ape. And we are people and they are not. And we're beginning as a society to become uncomfortable with that distinction. But like Goofy and Pluto have no such like qualms,
Yeah, no.
No one looks at Pluto and thinks, should we let him wear pants and live inside?
Yeah, because there's people animals and then there's animals. It's real weird, but I don't think
friend animal, food animal.
Yeah, but that's yeah.
Like, friend and food animals do exist in nature too. Like, birds do eat other birds all the time, but also birds can have really close and important complex bonds. African gray parrots live for 80 years and have demonstrated that if given only one pistachio, they're more inclined to give it to a mate than to keep it for themselves, which is not unique in the animal kingdom, but it's rare outside of humanity, right? So there are friend animals and food animals even in that sort of space.
I feel like the Snoopy Woodstock one is particularly bad, mostly because Woodstock in particular, but also Snoopy to a reasonable extent, are a lot less anthropomorphized than many other animal-human hybrids that you see in cartoons. Like Woodstock, aside from Snoopy interacting with Woodstock, isn't really anthropomorphized in the eyes of other human characters, right? Like Charlie Brown and Linus and those characters don't really interact with Woodstock. So Woodstock,
they're scarcely aware of him.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, is a bird that interacts with a dog regularly. And so that bird eating a turkey, that does feel slightly worse. Now, I don't know if a turkey would be something that a smaller bird would eat. What kind of a bird is Woodstock? Is he a chickadee of some kind? I don't know.
I don't know. He's yellow.
Yeah, I thought it was a baby
yellow.
chicken.
Is it a canary?
Or something?
Is he a baby chicken? Because that's even worse.
A baby
He seems
chicken.
to be capable of proper flight.
Oh.
Yeah. Although, doesn't he suck at it? Because he
it's kind of fucked up flight.
Yeah, he does.
He's got a meandering flight,
regularly. Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be the parachuting that winged but flightless birds are capable of. He's able to move horizontal distances and gain elevation and stuff like that. He's just incapable of the magnetometer in his head is all fucked.
Nobody.
Right. DuckDuckGo say.
Okay. Well, I can tell you what the other site says.
Okay, what does it say?
He is a small yellow bird of unknown species, but some believe he's a canary due to his coloring, and others believe that he could be a dove paying homage to the symbol that was used at Woodstock. I don't buy any of those.
Like at the Woodstock festival.
Yeah.
There are also many yellow songbirds, like warblers and stuff like that. A bunch of warbler species come in either a yellow or an olive green or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Woodstock is kind of Snoopy's familiar. Like, he has a relationship with Snoopy, but not with
anyone else.
the rest of the cast.
In fact, there's no evidence any other person can see him besides Snoopy.
Not that I can recall, certainly. And, like, Snoopy has a slightly different relationship with Charlie Brown than he does to the rest of the cast. It's not quite Calvin and Hobbes level.
Yeah.
But, like, Snoopy... No, I guess Snoopy does some weird shit even when other people are around. Snoopy's definitely a rogue agent, even when Charlie Brown is not in control of the situation.
There's definitely a 1960s coldness to all of the relationships in Peanuts, which we could talk about for hours. Everybody's sort of chilly on each other and is willing to throw everybody, under the bus. Nobody's really attached.
There's a fundamental loneliness.
Yeah, in everybody's relationship. Everybody's looking for other people's weakness. It really is a boomer cartoon.
Yeah.
Snoopy does, at the end of the day, give something of a shit about Charlie Brown in a way that the rest of the cast doesn't.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it love.
He endures Charlie Brown. He has loyalty.
Yeah, and I believe that most of the cast barely tolerate Charlie Brown.
The only real friendship is probably Woodstock and Snoopy.
Yeah. Even Linus, who was supposedly, Charlie Brown's best friend. Not really. There's not a lot there.
Kind of just... Yeah,
he wearies
quickly
of...
mostly.
Yeah.
So I duck went it, and there's a Peanuts wiki that has a whole section on species about Woodstock. And it says, sort of paraphrasing, that there was a series of strips in 1980 where Snoopy attempted to identify Woodstock.
Whoa.
And got Woodstock to imitate other birds like the crow, the bittern, Carolina wren, rufous-sided towhee, yellow-billed cuckoo, Canada goose, and many others. And even said something like, "For all I know, you're a duck," but he apologized for that one apparently. But ultimately, the only important fact is that Woodstock is Snoopy's best friend, and what kind of a bird he is doesn't matter. And then the whole assumed to be a canary thing, or the whole dove icon, which, exactly what you read probably earlier.
I'm real quick gonna fire a picture of Woodstock into Merlin Bird ID.
Nice. See what Merlin Bird ID thinks that Woodstock is.
The reason I don't think he'd be a canary is because canaries aren't really native to whatever area Peanuts is set in. I'm assuming aren't canaries tropical birds? I don't think we have canaries in North America.
No, it means he's an escaped canary.
He could, I guess, he could be
adapted.
Like a pet, yeah. A former pet.
I guess, but the relative size to a beagle, and the size of his wings they're so stubby that's why I would think he was a chick, because he's got but he doesn't get older, but no one does, so.
It's true.
And it's true. They're all sort of perpetually juvenile.
Children.
Yeah. So.
I wonder how, these comics and cartoons where the characters are perpetually one age eventually reconcile, if their run is long enough, the literal statistic impossibility for them to continue being that age. Even if multiple plot points are happening in parallel, there's enough hours of it that it is a statistical impossibility for them to have not aged at some point.
Oh yeah, Snoopy is a dog, and beagles don't live that long. He'd definitely be dead.
And think of The Simpsons. you know, where Bart and Lisa. There have even been birthdays and things.
Well, yeah, that's the
that
thing.
never
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. They
I
Like
heard
the
something about
X-Men,
that.
where fucking Scott Summers has had his 31st birthday like 8 times.
There's something about The Simpsons, right, where their flashbacks move ahead in time with the show.
Yeah.
Yes, it's creepy.
It is.
I hate it.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Like the year where Homer was born moves ahead with him, so he's just he's not from like the fucking when was Homer originally
60s
born
or
when the show
something, then he's
started?
born-
Sometime in the 60s.
No, he's born in the
They show
90s.
them in like 1969 and stuff like that, like during fucking actual Woodstock and so on. So.
Yeah. I don't like it. Why do you like it, man? How could you?
And now Homer's a fucking 80s kid.
Yeah.
Like Homer is younger than us now,
Yeah. Yeah. Why do I like it?
canonically.
Because it's such a like a horrible thing to do to people.
That's why you like it.
I actually like it because you hate it, not you specifically, but because people hate it.
Wow.
Like it's such a it's such an interesting artistic choice to make. They could have just aged them, but they're like, no, we don't want to age them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flash back to Homer being born in the 80s, and like that's wild. That's such a wild choice, especially in a show with regular continuity where they talk about things that happened in like season 2. When his flashbacks were,
Oh my
you know,
god.
when he was in the 60s
I didn't
and 70s.
even think of that. I didn't even think of that. That's horrible. Is he like
It
a
is,
time
Yeah,
lord?
like I respect a series just basically flaunting continuity like that.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
into it.
It's hurtful.
Well, just like they're eternally young, they're eternally relevant, I think is the idea. Because it's a show that is striving at least to sort of have its finger on the pulse, I guess.
So you all just love it. All of you love it.
I'm okay with it. I don't know if I would say
It's-
I love it, but it doesn't bother me, and I
it's
respect
more
the
that I
choice.
understand it.
I love chaos, though. I'm into that. It's such a shitty thing to do to people, but I love it.
I don't know that I would want anything that I was creatively involved with to last for 30 years.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think we talked about Chibi Maruko-chan before, and like I bet that thing has been lasting forever, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like it's a slice of
Oh
life
yeah,
kind
no,
of
like
thing,
there's
you know?
no reason. Yeah, there's no reason that Chibi Maruko-chan should still be in elementary school.
It's
There's
not.
no reason why she
They
shouldn't
also,
It's not a judgment on other people. It's just, I think, Luke, you mean like I don't know if you would want that for yourself.
to be involved in
right?
something for that long.
Exactly.
Okay, understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
well, that and also like anything that I wouldn't want to have to make that choice because like the property has been lasting for so long that like we have to start to figure out why they are still in their 20s when 40 years have like elapsed over the course of development.
I don't think does anyone really care about that though. Like we talk always about Superman, Batman, all these characters have been around for 60 years. No one cares why they don't get older. We just know why they don't. It's because they're just these mythic story figures that, of course, they don't get older.
I have other problems with DC and Marvel that are like far worse than the fact that they don't age.
I mean,
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes there are alternate universes.
that's all fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Would you guys like to hear Merlin's suggestion?
Please.
Let's have it.
Yeah.
Please. What is
I
Woodstock according to
really-
Merlin?
I really expected there to be nothing. First of all, I'm going to show the picture of Woodstock. So what I've been doing while sitting here silently and sort of half participating in the conversation is converting a PNG of Woodstock into a JPEG. I had to open up Photoshop to do that. I just posted the Level 0 Slack. That's the photo I used. Suggestion 1, the Regent Bowerbird.
Okay.
Regent Bowerbird. Okay.
Number 2, the Keel-billed Toucan.
No way.
No.
Well, the Regent Bowerbird is not a
Looking it up. Power bird.
like it's not a local bird. I think it's one of the birds of paradise, maybe.
No, there's no.
The keel-billed toucan.
No. This is bullshit.
The golden pipit.
Okay.
The golden pipit is a slightly more likely candidate, though I don't know where it hails from.
No, golden pipit.
The Mississippi
I like it.
kite.
Yeah, I'm into golden pipit for
Me too.
Woodstock.
Me too. Me too.
The golden pipit is a compelling choice for sure.
Especially with
the
that
Mississippi
crest.
kite. Yeah. Mississippi kites. Prairie warbler. Very plausible. He's a little chunky guy. Yeah, that's it. Those are the suggestions.
Yeah, the golden pipit.
I love that Merlin Bird ID didn't question. It didn't give me some cute response. It just gave me some birds.
Now I'm curious though. Like, what if you just give them a photo of yourself? Like, what are they going to do with that?
What bird are you?
What bird are you?
I've never given it a photo of myself. I'm gonna try that now.
All right.
All right.
Can I save images from this? It's just I want to. Oh, sick! I can share. I'm gonna share Merlin Bird ID's bird choices to Slack.
Nice.
D&D and okay, I see. Level 0, perfect.
Okay.
The Regent Bowerbird.
I was a no.
Yep, I see it.
That's not it.
No,
No,
I like the
no.
prairie warbler and the golden pipit, for sure.
I've been looking up
Yeah,
I looked up the golden pipit, and
I googled.
I
them.
buy it.
I duck went them.
Yeah.
And I was the pipit. The pipit felt the most right, for sure.
Yeah, the golden pipit feels
Although
right.
the prairie warbler feels more potentially accurate.
Nice
considering
second
the
choice.
location.
Yeah.
Where do
Although
the
there's nothing saying that Peanuts doesn't take place in Eastern Africa.
it does though.
Yeah, it's there's some clues.
there are some clues. Yeah. It was most okay. Charlie Brown and the Peanuts mostly takes place in Minneapolis, in a small town in Minneapolis.
Does it? Did they specifically say it was in Minneapolis? Okay.
Well, they don't, but it's where Charles Schultz was raised. Yeah,
fair.
Minneapolis
That makes
in
sense.
like the suburbs, right?
Yeah. And for the most part, they're little shitty white children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting a photo of me into Merlin Bird ID.
Oh, this is great.
Suggestion number
kind of
1:
quality
long-eared
content.
owl.
Long-eared
Suggestion
owl.
Number 1, the long-eared owl.
I love it. I'm taking it. There's other suggestions. Ruby-throated hummingbird. Not mad about that. Setti's warbler. Black-capped chickadee.
Nice.
Carolina wren.
How are they?
See, like as a person who loves birds, they can do no wrong.
Merlin? I don't know, Merlin. Can't it be like that's a human?
Look, Merlin is going to make an effort. If you tell Merlin, like, tell me what bird this is, Merlin is going to assume that you're acting in good faith and try for you. I'm in Merlin's camp here.
It's a piece of software that detects birds, so it'll always detect a bird. It's just it'll dial it up until it finds a bird and then show you what the bird it is. And like that's why that stupid Kinect camera they use for ghost hunting is bullshit. The thing that's supposed to find human skeletons, it's just that like it will always find a human shape. That's how the Kinect camera works. Matt and I used to do mocap with them. They're bullshit.
Oh,
They
yeah.
get interfered with by sunlight. You can point them at an empty room. They'll always find something.
I developed a Kinect game. Like, yeah, that thing is not like pinpoint accurate in any way.
I love that the first result was a long-eared owl.
Yeah,
I've got binocular vision. I've got bushy eyebrows. Like it's such a good
pretty big bird.
suggestion.
Like I don't see you as a ruby-throated hummingbird. I'm afraid, Alex. Like I don't want to like put you down or anything, but
The ruby-throated hummingbird is a bizarre-looking animal that could not look less like a human being,
and they're really small.
which makes it a bizarre
They're really
choice.
small.
They're very tiny. It was just a photo of my face too, right?
No, you need a full body. Go want to get one of those ones we took of you the other time.
All right, I'll see if I can choose different photo.
I don't
It's
know.
just gonna come up with like an emu or something like that at that point.
Yeah, because I don't know if Merlin can just identify birds just from their faces, right? I don't know.
Or a cassowary.
Hey guys, why don't you comment below and tell us what bird you think you'd be?
Or just put it into Merlin and tell us what you got.
Put your face into Merlin Bird app and tell us what kind of animal it came back with.
Yeah, put your face in
Most
Merlin
likely
Bird
a
app.
bird.
It's going to be a bird. It won't not be. As
Put
we've
your
learned.
face in Merlin Bird app.
Put your app in Berlin Girdface.
Face your app in girl and blur. I gotta go.
Stick and stay,
Bye.
everybody. Stay tuned next week for Crawl Sember.
Oh my God, Crawl Sember's back.
It's back. It's never
What
been.
And it
Gonna
might
do.
happen.
It's like the first time
Might
it's
happen
happening.
this. Look, I like Crawl Sember, and you're gonna like it too, Julia, because there's
Because you have to contractually.
because we only usually end up recording 2 weeks in December anyway, and then we just take the rest of the month off. So, you know,
that.
Yeah.
if that. So, it's a perfect time for Crawl Sember.
Yeah, you're right.
Perfect.
We
It's
are
just the shortest
non-committal on months where there's nothing special going on.
We
Yeah.
could have had 4 of these.
I know why the ruby-throated hummingbird showed up. Because there is a white-breasted nuthatch sitting on my shoulder in the image that I sent. And so it had just my head and the white-breasted... I sort of brundle-flied myself into
Gotcha.
the ruby-throated hummingbird.
It's horrifying.
Because it was now a headshot of me and the tiny bird. So that's where the ruby-throated hummingbird came by.
Hey guys, listen,
Yes.
leave your questions. Give us some questions in the Discord. Give us some questions in the comments. Do it on the mailbag episode because that's the one we start with. And guys, just remember, hold on. When you
Just
don't
hold
have
on.
faith, you have nothing, right? Is that how it goes?
No.
But
That's at least as good as the thing that they did,
yeah,
though.
yeah. And
If there's no
join us
wind blowing, you got to row or whatever.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah, true.
put your face in Merlin Bird ID and tell me what bird you are. I would be delighted to learn that. Are we all owls?
Probably,
Like,
actually.
We might be all owls. Yeah. Yeah.
Even if it's all owls, I want to know what type of owl you are.
Thanks everyone.
everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Give yourself a break.
Come again next time.
Be cool to
Just
yourself.
stick and stay.
Just love
Find yourselves a tomorrow.
love yourself for once.
Whoa.
Have yourself Ooh.
God knows we do. Right? I
Love
turned it
ourselves.
around.
yes, we do.
We love ourselves. We also love you. Thanks everyone.
Love yourselves as much as we love ourselves, if you dare.
Yeah.
If you dare.
We're truly into you guys in a really platonic way. Thank you everybody. Thank you and good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to stop this recording so Matt
Yeah,
has
okay.
to stop.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Stop
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.